Hello, greetings. Thank you for joining us. All right, started a little bit half an hour late. I don't know if I'm going to just continue on this in the future. Let's not go. But here we are. Let's see. I might do it right after the webinar. Let's see how things go. Okay. All right. All right. Bring in positive vibrations. Retro. My father, after nearly 2 decades, wants to reconnect. I've forgiven and tried to see where he came from, and I feel some dark being around when my mother and I talk about him. I'm not sure I am willing to reconnect at this time, but the question is if it's likely that I will have to reconnect. To resolve karma, it doesn't feel like you have to. It's up to you. If you don't feel comfortable with it, it seems like he hasn't really learned all that much. It's going to be the same old, same old. So, question 2, previously in channeling, it was said that I have more than average DNA. What does my alien D profile look like? Well, it's mostly Zeta. We also have a lot of Arcturian. A lot of that's in your crown chakra. So you're downloading your libraries of information. Now you're taking, this simple version right now because that's where the world is. You're going to start to, magnify it when the time is right. And that's with a lot of things. A lot of things are just kind of profile simplified for many reasons, just because the energy of the earth isn't really ready for a major download, but you definitely can download all kinds of stuff more. But you're just kind of taking it. You're more than capable, as many are. It's just taking the light version of it at this time. So it might not be so exciting right now, but the energy of the earth isn't exactly exciting either. So Arcturian and the Zeta is a big thing. Carol, are there any messages for me? Let's see. You're healing your heart chakra more. You're connecting to Yeshua once again. See, they got really rooted in the past. You're healing a lot of dragon energies here. And so doing that, you're going to know more about your psychic abilities, more intuition is going to start opening up when the time's right. Any messages for me from Archangel Raphael? Garden. Connecting to gardens doesn't mean you have to actually have a garden, but garden energies is very good for your soul healing. You used to be a fairy in incarnations in the past, and that's the way how you're tapping into it. You're tapping into the Agarthian side of the earth. Pamela, are there any messages from higher self? I feel like there's a lot of Pleiadian energies, silver Pleiadian. You're removing a lot of decades energies, old energies from your chakras. You allow more of the fairy energies to come through. And you're also allowing more mental powers, more your, I would say telekinesis, but it's more mental telekinesis for things to come to you. Question 2, are there any messages from my hybrid children? Are there any messages from my hybrid children? Yeah, there's a lot of feline energies that are connected to you. They're there to ground your energies. You are very connected to Mars. You are bringing Martian energies to the Earth in due time. I mean, you're doing it now, but eventually be seen. A lot of the skyscrapers have Martian energies, in the cities, especially New York. It's eventually those, like buildings can come to life. So if you connect to it, and it's all, everybody obviously sees things differently, but you can talk to a building if you want to. And you talk to a tree, you can talk to anything. I know it sounds weird, but symmetry. Symmetry. Any messages from my guides? Yeah, you're doing a lot of cloaking your energies. It seems like you're pouring out your Zeta, the negative Zeta within yourself, and bringing more positive. You're seeing, I feel that you're seeing the world a little bit better. And before it was prison, but I feel like, not to say prison's fully let it go, but I think things are improving. Marianne, any messages for me? I see a lot of Arcturian energies around your heart chakra. You're letting in more positive energies. Let's see. Yeah, your guides around you, you're having more of a positive connection with them. That hasn't been always the case, so you can connect more. This October, you'll feel a release. You'll feel better. I'm not saying you're feeling bad now. You'll definitely feel better. Question 2, any messages from I Am Presence? That's different. I don't know what that is. I'm just connecting to it. Chakra retrieval. So chakras are like planets. They do technically have a consciousness connected to them. And connecting it is basically, this is how AI energies, they connect to the chakras. Now you can clear out those cords and have a better thinking. So it's just something, yeah, you basically have the ability to clear out AI technology energies. Katie Dance, any messages? It feels like you're learning how to fly. At least, not to say in the physical, but astral energies, if you ever think about flying, sometimes I think about it, you feel a lot more clearer. You just feel, so, it's just something you think about in your mind. What does that feel like? It does do a lot of release in your mental state, especially in this reality. Any other messages? Feels like you're healing insectoid lifetimes in your past. And you're also getting more of a understanding of who you are, of your telekinesis abilities, but also, you're just your wizard energy. I think you're connecting more with that. Doesn't mean it's going to happen in your physical just now, but it is working through you at this time. James, true or false? If a person is negative and pessimistic, they may draw negative spirit guides to them. Yes. More often than they send negative intuition and thoughts. Yep. Mm-hmm. Now, comes and goes with that, but yeah. Because a negative person can just make someone else negative, and then they have negative guides, and just all a negative big show. What energies have been around me lately, and do they have any messages? Interesting. I see when you said that, I feel like an energy of marriage. That's up to you for the physical, but I just see an energy of marriage where you see more clearly, meaning that relationship energy should be improving soon. So you're definitely advancing yourself greatly. You're taking your time. Reality, the world's not really in a big rush, so you're just kind of, and which is good, taking your time, because people think having all knowing all this crazy stuff is, but you can't share it with anybody if so taking your time with it is wise, actually. Of course, everybody's different. Maddie, why is the number 6 so prevalent in my life? And from the time when I began to stutter, it started when I tried to say 6. To my home. Sorry, connecting is kind of wearing me out a little bit. Do you have a home number having 666? Which it's an angel number. 666, I know it's seen as negative, but it really isn't. It's synchronicities. It means you're here to do a mission. It's giving you synchronicities that you can say you have several tries within it, because 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're just in a pattern of 6. So that means you're also protected by the angels, of course, but Your mission is very significant. They want you to know that you are connected to the spirit world. And over time, things are going to open up more for you to see the outside world, the spirit world more clearly. Yeah, I feel like you're an angel child. Can you give me a psychic reading of my brother, Masiga? As in, where do you see him? I feel like his energies are kind of cluttered at this time. The mental issues at this moment. As in, where do you see him? I'm not sure if I understand where I see him, but it just feels like he's not doing himself any favors. He's kind of driving himself crazy. He doesn't have to. It just feels like he's just sort of beating himself up a lot. And he's not always very open with you or anybody. And, but it's good that you give him your love for sure. He just hasn't really come out of his shell, who he really is. He just hasn't really expressed himself. What I can see here. Grandium, any messages from higher self? Yeah, you're connecting more with magic, magician magic, third world magic. I'll let you connect with that. The inner workings of Merlin. So you keep yourself kind of hidden. So you're kind of like a ghost here, on purpose. Any messages from my main guide? Yeah, you're here. Obviously, you're here as an observer, but you're also here to bring in new timelines. But you have certain time for it. So you're here to help with synchronicities for people to realize their direction on this world. And you kind of get a reading back from it. So they do give you knowledge, but you're not always bringing into this reality. So sometimes you do. Hopefully that's helpful in some regard. Beth, what have I been doing in astral? It just seems like you're clearing out old vibrations. You're connecting more to your higher chakras, your higher ones that are, you're just going more to a higher dimensional energy, as you can probably feel that. And there's always going to be loose timelines of, I see you connected to Jesus resurrection energy. Basically, because you're giving others a different point of view of it. And that's kind of the fun of it. And then just this one timeline. Why not to connect to several others? It's more fun that way. Because you learn more from different points of view, different timeline energies. It's just more, it's just more important in the long run. Any messages for me? Yeah, you're getting more connected to your own spirit guides and more trusting of who you are, where you're going. And that is when you're connected to your inner magic, and things are going to start unlocking for you when the time's right. Inara, why is it necessary when sliding through timelines to still be the only one who remembers what happened in other timelines? I feel like a lunatic when asking people questions of things that happen in other timelines. Well, because it's not fully in our... It happens all the time. It seems like you're more... Yeah, some people are more aware than others. I mean, this is like anything else that's new. It's just... for me, it feels like... I mean, from my point of view, why you're doing it is more interesting. Because it is. It's this world, the world's kind of not... It's all right. It's not as exciting as it can. It is exciting, but it can be more exciting. And so for you to bring this... Because you just have an eye for it, from what it seems like. And I think you got to keep doing it. Well, and sometimes you like being the only one, because it does make you feel good. It's like, hey, at least I know something's going on. And that's a good thing, though. So, yeah, I think I'd say continue on with it. I know it's hard. It's all lonely in the long run, but it won't be that way forever. And eventually people will say, I told you so. So what am I doing in astral? Letting go of old connections. I see a grandmother energy there letting go of. I see a frog. That's for humor. Turtle is for wisdom. Kangaroo for mobility. Yeah, I think you're dancing in astral. I don't know if you feel that. Cartwheels. You feel more alive there, but you are on a secret mission though. So you kind of put on a facade of you in astral, but when you're other, like, you can multiply yourself. and you're doing other things. Oh my God, it's Moses. Does my higher self have a message for me? Downloading positive golden timelines. You're doing an inner healing of your root chakra. You're releasing old energies of your root chakra. There's been some difficulties there from what it seems. So, I don't know if your health just feel kind of zagged out recently or anything. Felt kind of out of it. Seems to be something there that you're still healing. I just arrived in Spain for a holiday. Any messages from me? I think that's where you feel kind of jet lagged. Okay. That's where that's coming from. Yeah, this is a good place for you. Good place for you to release. Yeah, have fun. Yep. It's just a place that, that's where you're doing a lot of releasing of old energies. So it's very good. Miles, any important messages? Yeah, it feels like you are getting more aligned to your higher self. You're getting more feeling comfortable about who you are as a person. That's going to get stronger. And you're just more positive timelines you're pulling to yourself. Maybe not completely quickly, but it is on its way. Question 2, any messages from spirit? It feels like you've been doubling yourself in spirit, and you've been creating other astral versions of you currently, and that kind of multiplies your warning. So if there's any time you feel like you're getting a download, or you feel really tired because you're actually downloading, it might not be manifesting in front of you, but it is working through you. Susie, what have I been doing in astral? It feels like you've been walking on a line, like on a, like at the circus. You're walking the tightrope, and this is for major soul growth. So yeah, you're testing yourself greatly, is what that means, as you know. But it's okay. Any messages from me? Yeah, you're clearing out old phobias. I feel like next year you're gonna feel like a whole nother person. And you really feel like, because right now it's kind of like a drag in some way. It's good, but part of it also feels like, oh, this is the gaudy part. But there is a positive side, as you already visualize it. It's just getting there. Yeah, with what you're working on. Yeah, things will get more clear. Arrogant. I had a few days in a row ago. I was so frustrated in this timeline. I've never ever wanted to kill anything, but I really felt like killing some aliens. Huh. Why does that feel familiar? So, well, I don't know about killing aliens, but kind of kicking ass in spirit. That's what I feel sometimes. I feel good now. No, it's good you got that frustration out. I feel good now. I need that. Yeah, you needed to do it. Well, you get frustrated by this world, as you can see. That's good. Yeah. But I'm curious if there was more to it than just making me stronger. So you can tell me which beings I've been dealing with, and if they wanted something specific. Well, it feels like you're clearing out old timeline connections. Like there's been reptilian energies. I think any kind of mind control being, they're not always making themselves known. There's reptilian, zeta, negative beings have been causing difficulties here, and you've just been cutting those cords. Now, yeah, the energy of killing it, but you're kind of pushing it away. You're done with it. You've learned what you need to learn. And you're cutting that cord. So that's what I say. I know it's kind of general what kind of beings, but that's what came through. I'm intrigued by the fighting game Tekken for its characters, for its psychology, and fantasy. Do I have any connection to it? I never heard of that. That's so good. Yeah, I think you're in a reality where something like this existed. Yep. Definitely was on another world. Yep. So this is doing a release. Yep. Yeah, it's kind of like an Asian world, it seems. It's one where they had magic powers and all that. It's not maybe the most complicated reality, but it's one that you're definitely connected to. While you're doing a healing for sure. Oh my God, it's Moses. Does my higher self have a message for me? You're allowing more positive entities to connect to you. I have to say, yeah, you're allowing more spirit to get closer to you. I do see 12 dimension energies slowly coming around you when the time is right. So you're bringing good luck to it. Any messages from the creator? Yeah, your inventing is getting stronger. So let your mind keep wandering into things that you want. Jess, can you tell me about the timeline shift that recently occurred with me and any messages from my higher self? Yeah, you're healing your inner self, the inner timeline. Yeah, so you're healing, I think, an illness you had in the past. Doesn't mean it's going to get fully better, but you're getting more of an understanding about it. Things are breaking through. What is my connection to Ron B? Any messages from Archangel Michael about this? Oh, yeah, the Dan Aykroyd thing was interesting. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we get Dan Aykroyd on. Good luck. I don't know. What does my connection with Ron B and Tammy? Any message? Ron is like a brother to you in a past life, also a sister. So it's just somebody that has kind of like let's say more maturity energies. Well, from what he's been through a lot of war, and you're learning from that perspective. Of course, you've been through a war on your own. It's just that what he's learned, like what you're going through, you're maturing your vibration, and now you're seeing what to do with it. And Ron B seems to be something you're connected to take things in a new direction over time. Vasco, work has been very slow. With my job because of this? No, it's just the economy. No, I think though I'm not seeing any of that. I mean, if you want to look around, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think so. I don't think they'll cut back on your hours. It just feels like the company has enough money to keep you going for quite a long time. It's better managed than most companies. Why do I feel so depressed and angry lately? In the last month it has a lot to do with work. Well, you feel like you can do more in your life. You feel like you want to be more free, and you're just mentally going crazy, as you can say. So that would change. So just keep being you. Things will improve. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. I think that's it. So thank you, everyone, for posting. Yeah, I started a little bit later. I might do this again. We'll see. Or I might do it sooner. We'll see about it. So, all right. Thank you, everyone, for posting. And we'll be back tomorrow with another, I don't know, something crazy. And Neutron will hopefully be on Friday if everything works out. And maybe Saturday, maybe, or Sunday. Neutron. We'll see.